Hey guys, it's JohnyTechReview. Today I have a review for you of this UDI RC Venom racing boat. So this is a remote control racing boat that's designed to play in your pond or lake. It comes in just really nice red color, and as you can see here, just everything that comes in a package. So you have the boat itself. You also have a little pedestal stand that you can assemble pretty easy. And you have the remote control. This is the pistol grip remote control. You have a user menu along with 2 batteries, and then you have a little battery charger. This is a little USB battery charger, and just plug in the USB port and just will charge it. I've been playing with this boat for about 3 weeks now, and the weather has been very bad, but I have a pond nearby my house. I've been playing with it, and it's a pretty nice little boat. So here you can see there's the controller up front here. You have some trimming, you have throttle trimming, and then you have steering trimming here. There's the on-off switch here. You can turn it on like that. And you also have the pistol grip here for the throttle, reverse, and left and right turning up here. It takes 4 AA batteries, which go down here, and you have to install some. I put some rechargeable in there. It works pretty well. And here is the boat itself. So as you can see, pretty simple. The boat itself is probably around a foot long or so, and as you can see here, it's pretty small. You have kind of like your stabilizer here, you have your play here, and there is the controller for the steering right now. So this boat here is a water cool, so which means it sucks water through here, and it had a coil that run cool water through the motor, and it shoots it out here. So that you can see there. So it's definitely a toy gray, but it has some very nice features. So they're rated for, I think, around 25 miles per hour or something. In my experience, I don't think it goes that fast. I guess it also depends on the wind and the water condition, but my water was a little bit choppy, and the boat itself actually sinks in the water a little bit, and you do have to give it throttle, and it takes a little bit of effort for it to get out of the water, and then it just glides on top of the water and goes pretty fast. So anyway, the boat here, you can install the battery by opening this cover. There you go, and just take this cover off like this. And inside you have here, of course, your servo for controlling the steering. So as you can see, water is sucked through here, cool down the motor, and then shoot out to the side. As you can see here, there is the plug for the battery. The battery just fits right in this compartment, and it does not move around. It is above the water level. Water does get in here a little bit, by the way, so I guess water does get inside the unit a little bit. Usually at the end of each run, I get a little bit of water in here, and I just shake it out, and it seems to be okay. The unit does not seem to flip at all, which is really good. You can see in my video, it will take really nice bang all the way to the left and all the way to the right, but it does not sing at all, and it does not flip over, which is pretty good. So one thing to notice is that this thing has a water detection mode, and it's a safety feature. It's quite nice. So you can just go ahead and put the battery in here and plug it in, and normally it would not come on. The play will be off. It won't pair with the controller, nothing like that. But as soon as you put this in the water, I guess it detects that it's in the water somehow, some way. It detects that it's in water, and then it will turn the unit on, and during that time you can turn on the controller and pair it together, and that works really well. If you take it out of the water in the middle of a run, it will disengage, and when you put it back in the water, you have to repair it. But yeah, that process works pretty well, and it's flawless. So far, no problem with that at all. So playing with the boat, I found that it's very fun to play with. I did found that there's a little bit of a steering problem with this boat. Favor turning left a lot, so maybe you need to make some small adjustment, but out of the box, it's love to turn left, and the turning left is very easy. I tried to do a right trim, and even on the farthest setting, it's still not as good. And if you're turning right, it doesn't bang as hard as the left. But regardless, you can kind of get used to it and adjust this if you needed to manually. As far as the throttle trim, you do want to keep it down a little bit. If you push it too hard and max out, even with the throttle up, you will notice that the motor is running. So you do want to keep that somewhere in the neutral balance now. Next, let's talk about battery life. You get 2 of these battery. They take roughly about 90 minutes to charge them, I believe. 60 to 9 minutes, somewhere there. I just plug it in for about 2 hours and I check on it. But after the battery is done charging, you are good for about 10 minutes or so on each battery. I run one run, and then I just unplug it and run the other run, and it works perfectly fine. The motor during that time get warm, but as soon as you take it out of water, and while you're swapping the battery, you will notice the motor cool down very fast. So overheating when this unit is no problem. You will definitely see that everything here is toy gray. You see that the servo here and the motor here is a pretty small motor, but for this side of the boat, it's pretty fun. Speed wise, yeah, it's decently fast, but it's not the fastest boat I have. I have a blackjack that does 40-50 miles an hour, so definitely and that's a much bigger boat, so definitely this is not the fastest one, but for the size, it's pretty fast in the water, and if you have really nice silent water that doesn't have a lot of wave, it is really fast and fun. So last thing I wanted to cover is the range of this transmitter and the boat. The pond that I have here is roughly about 300 to 400 feet. It's a little bit longer than a football field, and in my experience using that, it works perfectly fine with no problem. So the range is really good. I'm also using rechargeable battery that has a pretty nice string to it, so that I think helped a little bit. But as you can see, there's no antenna, nothing like that, and it works really well. And overall, I'm really pleased with this unit. So that's pretty much my quick review of this UDI RC Venom boat. It's very fun to play with, and it's ready to run out of the box. All you have to do is just charge the battery and get it going. I hope you showed a little review, help in your budget decision, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comment below. And as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.